And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, he's got man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Running on first down, Eckler. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Williams, a man in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Williams, the man in motion left. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. Touchdown! Josh Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And to the left side here, Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Two and now on first down. That one complete to Hill. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. On play action, here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st down, they go back to Achane. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Mostert off the option. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Achane. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Okay, CD, 2nd quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, They've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert now. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Herbert back to the air. He finds his target, Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
In motion left comes Williams. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. On second down, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Herbert just beat the play clock. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Option handoff now to H.A. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, a run by H.A. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, good move. There he goes, right side. That nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Austin Eckler. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, 93 yards. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to pass. Tua. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by J.C. Jackson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
In motion right comes Allen. A give, Eckler running to the right. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
122 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Now 2nd and 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the...
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Broken tackle. Still going. Now he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Allen, the man in motion right. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. Palmer going to go in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Give him another one right back to Allen. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. H.A. now up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Ced Wilson from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Herbert going to change the play here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Eckler will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year?
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. That look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all the These rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays on the cake I make us. Here's enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I research Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shot, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh, home God.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, so let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick of it. Tire for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got